Today we are discussing how to choose a financial mentor. And of course, this is in continuation from our last discussion. There are many people who offer financial advice who are financial experts in the world. And but when it comes to you choosing a mentor that suits you, that will work, with your plan and program, financial program, it's important to know that it's not everybody who can mentor you. And take, for example, somebody who doesn't live around you, who is not exposed to what we're exposed to, cannot be a dependable financial mentor. The reason is because policies are different, laws are different. You see, there are environments that support certain kind of ideas, and there are environments that oppose those same ideas. Take, for example, everybody born in the United States knows what we call the American dream. See, at least you have an idea of what the American dream is. So when a man says he's in pursuit of American dream or of the American dream, you have an idea of exactly what he's talking about. But that's not very common in many other nations of the world. So when it comes to choosing financial mentor, it is important that you choose based on what you are exposed to. You see, in one of our videos, I think in the previous video, I talked about the fact that, for example, when you come to platforms like Facebook and YouTube and Instagrams, and you meet a lot of people who are giving advices on financial wealth, I made mention the fact that the information you will get from us is general knowledge, right? And general knowledge have how far it goes. See, and I said that when it comes to you now building your own personal wealth in your own personal wealth journey, you will need a bit more specific knowledge. In other words, knowledge as it relates to your own circumstances. There's a popular Nigerian parlance that says that follow who know road, right? And I think that's kind of nice because it kind of addresses what we're talking about. By choosing a financial mentor or any kind of mentor in any area of your life. Maybe it's a career mentor, professional mentor you want to choose. You choose someone who knows the road you are journeying. You see, a mentor can be likened to a tour guide. A tour guide who takes you on the tour to the destination that you haven't been before and you want to go. You see, when you are choosing a mentor and you decide to choose someone or to say, okay, somebody who is far away is my mentor, maybe an American, you live in Africa, for instance, or you live in Europe, and somebody in Australia or New Zealand is your mentor. Now, the challenge with that is this. It's like, when you drive your car, you have a GPS in your car, or maybe on your phone. The GPS gives you what we call a broad knowledge of the route you can take to your destination. You see, you hear things like turn to the right, in 300 kilometers, turn to the left, or 300 meters, turn to the left. Now, GPS tells you where to turn, right? But the GPS cannot tell you the dangers that are on the road you are turning. You know why? The GPS was programmed probably by somebody who doesn't live in where you are driving. So when it comes to journeying into wealth, a mentor that you should look at is somebody who has walked your own journey. Why? Because I said a mentor is likened to a tour guide. And the tour guide can not only take you to the place you are going, he also warns you of potential dangers on your way. For example, a tour guide could tell you, okay, by the next turn, be very careful, there are snakes around this side. You see, the tour guide knows the terrain. So in the same thing, a financial mentor could tell you, all right, now we are investing in, or let's say you talk to a mentor, I want to make investment in here and here and there in these different, stocks or bonds or shares or whatever it is. The mentor will tell you based on experience that you can invest now, maybe because the prices are down. But as soon as the price goes up to this range, sell them. Because this stock is known to behave in this kind of way. You see? So now, that advice from that person is invaluable. Why? Because he have done it. You see? So a mentor, to me, is somebody who have done the thing that I'm trying to do. Under the circumstances, I'm trying to do that thing. You see, not under a different circumstances. Why? Because under different circumstances, different things will work and different things will not work. So, and that is why also when it comes to wealth, it is imperative that the man who desires to be wealthy must become humble. Humble enough to ask for help from people around you. Most of the time, we tend not to value the knowledge of those that are around us. We believe that those guys who talks from a distant nation, they are the expert. You see, but all that they are saying to you or telling you is based on their own exposure, their own peculiar circumstances. So think about this. When you're choosing a mentor, choose somebody who have journeyed the exact path you are taking. That's number one. And number two, you also choose a mentor, someone who just left where you are trying to come. I'll explain what I mean by that. For example, if you're trying to become a millionaire and your drive is to become a millionaire, you've never been there before, but you have a goal to hit $1 million maybe in a year or 2 or 3 years. It is also not right to look for a billionaire who became a millionaire 50 years ago, to say, okay, no, he's a billionaire, he knows how to be wealthy, to teach you how to be wealthy. There are little intricacies in the journey to becoming a millionaire that he may not remember. Why? He has passed that route a long time ago. It comes back again to what we're talking about, the tour guide. The tour guide, to be a valuable tour guide to you, must have been using that road frequently, or going to the destination he's taking you to frequently. The man who went there 50 years ago is not a dependable tour guide. You know why? 50 years ago, a lot of things have changed. You see, in 50 years. So when you say, I'm going to look for somebody to mentor me, to teach me about wealth and help me become, achieve my financial goals, don't be thinking about somebody who has become rich, who was rich for so long that he has no idea what it is like to be poor. You have no idea what it is like to be where you are now. See? So you look for a mentor who just left where you are coming, where you are. He can tell you, it's just like when we are climbing mountains. The guy who is ahead of you can pull you. The one who is gone to the peak is far away to help. You see? So you think about somebody who just left. That's why it's also important that, okay, I'm looking for $1 million. I can get somebody who has 5 million to mentor me. He will understand, like I said, the uniqueness, of my challenges. He will understand it because he's not been long gone from where I was or where I am. And they could tell you, turn to the right, turn to the left. And again, of course, this is something also that you must know. For those of us who are driving to be wealthy, you must also know that when it comes to choosing mentor also, it's not just about what you will gain from people. You must also think about what you can give, what the mentor can benefit from you as well. You see? Yeah, because the advice may be free, but for the time they're going to be putting into, think about some mentors even go through the financials of their mentees. They go through your financial reports to be able to advise you. All those time they're spending on you, you must have a way of compensating them for the efforts and for the interest they have in you. You see, because I say that to say this, most of the time when you are too conscious only about what you can get from people and how you can get and how people can help you, when you are that way, you actually repel great people. You see, because great people are very conscious of parasites. What is the parasite? A parasite is an organism that benefit from a system that he does not contribute to. You see, and to become wealthy, you cannot afford to be a parasite in the life of your mentee or your mentors. They give you knowledge, you must figure out a way to compensate them for the knowledge. One of such way, apart from the physical gifts and other things you can do for them, one of such way is that you take what they tell you very seriously, practice it, become successful, and then they'll feel like they've lived their life through you. You see, so one of the way you can actually appreciate people who give you knowledge is to practice what they tell you and get the result, the promise in what they told you. You see, so be conscious of that, because one of the way to attract the best people in your life is that you be a generous person. See, generosity is in levels. Where you are, there's something you can do to appreciate. It doesn't have to be a lot, but the little you can do, be very quick to do it. You see, and don't forget what we said. In choosing a mentor, choose someone who understands your situation, who is exposed to the thing you are exposed to. Number two, I think I should write on the board. So you choose number one, in choosing the mentor, number one, someone who is exposed to what you are exposed to. The same situation. You understand where you live, you understand the laws, the policies, you understand exactly how things work, the character of the people in the area, the behavior of people. You understand everything you are going through. See, that's a qualification. Number two, someone who just left where you are. Not someone who is long gone, who went a long time ago. Choose someone who just left where you are. He'll understand what it is like to be in that level. And he can tell you, because his graph is too fresh, he can tell you the graph he plotted to come out of that place. See? And then I talked about, you think about what you will contribute to the relationship, not just what you will get. This is how to choose a mentor. See? How to choose a mentor. This is how to choose a mentor. See, someone who is exposed. Sorry, don't mind my writing. Yeah. Someone who is exposed to what you are exposed to. Someone who just left where you are. Follow this. There's this movie I always talk about. I think I spoke about it in one of our videos about Will Smith, who in a movie titled The Pursuit of Happiness, Will Smith have been so broke and suffering so bad in that movie with his son. And then one day he happened upon this gentleman in this beautiful exotic car parked in front of the building where he worked, the corporation he worked. And he went to the man and said, "Excuse me, sir, what do you do? How do you do it?" You see, the man was in the same proximity. He was in the close proximity to him, in the same environment with him. So what do you do? How do you do it? And the man took him into the elevator and they went to the third floor and showed him what he does and how he does it. And Will in that movie went to do the same thing, got the same results. And that movie was based on the true life story. So it's the people around you that are getting results in the things that you're interested in that can truly mentor you. So not some guy, like somebody who said, my mentor is take for example, someone said, when it comes to real estate, my mentor is Donald Trump. Really? He can't. He can't. Like I always said, some of the people that you look at and think that, oh no, these are my mentors and this. The truth is that if some of those people were exposed to what you are exposed to, they probably will not be as successful as you already are. They probably won't be. So look for people around you and humble yourself enough to ask them. There's a program now on YouTube where the guy goes around asking wealthy people and said, "What do you do? You know, what do you do? How are you able to afford this kind of car or this kind of house? What do you do?" And the person will tell him what he does, and he will tell them, "Give advice to your 30 years old self." It's a nice video. I mean, it's nice. I've watched a couple of episodes on that video. So thank you. You must have a mentor because mentor help you to be disciplined. They hold you accountable. See, they hold you accountable. A mentor is someone who is truly interested in your success. They want you to become what you told them you want to become. So most people are not successful because they are not accountable to anybody. I said I was going to save the money. If I didn't save it, who's going to hold me? Nobody. Who will know? Nobody. They hold you accountable. I remember a story of a guy who started a business. He started a business, and he had this financial mentor, an elderly man who was mentoring him at the time. So he went to get a loan to do the business that he just started. So they gave him a loan. And the first thing he did when he got the loan was to buy a Mercedes Benz. So one day he came to his mentor's office. And then the mentor, as they were talking, the mentor said, "I understood you got a loan." He said, yes, I got a loan. So what have you done with the money? And the bit to impress his mentor, he said, because of my new status as the CEO of this company, I need to drive a nice Mercedes Benz so that when I go to a meeting and I drop my car key, they will think that I know what I'm talking about. So I bought a nice Mercedes Benz, he told his mentor. And the mentor looked at him and said, "So now that you're in my office." So first the mentor asked him, where's the Mercedes Benz? He said, "No, it's parked in the parking lots." Then the mentor said to him, "Now that you're in my office, do you think that I will stand up from this place and go to the car park to see what you came here with?" Then the mentor said, "Only poor people are impressed with things. Great people don't care what you drive. Great people care what you know." You see, and that changes his perspective and philosophy for business forever. It came from who? A mentor. Because the mentor told him, "Look, you have to be small to be thinking that great people will attach your greatness to the car key we put on the table." That's a mentor. You see, so that simple statement jacked him back up and he became financially disciplined. You see, and invest more on what he knows than what he uses, what he drives, what he wears. That's the game the poor plays. The poor man attaches importance to what he wears, to what he drives, to where he lives. You cannot find a true wealthy man who is impressed with things. I tell people, if you want to do big boy or big girl, because you are driving a Range Rover or you're driving a Tesla, for instance, and you think you are a big person, you are a rich person because you drive a Tesla, then I ask a question. Then what would the man who produces Tesla, what should he now do? If you're now, a wealthy person because you drive a Range Rover, what about the owners of Range Rover? Have you thought about it? So, things don't impress great people. But it takes a mentor to tell you that. See? It takes a mentor to tell you that. And he will tell you in a way that you will understand. And if you're going to be successful in business, you're going to become wealthy. First and foremost, divorce yourself from attaching your importance to things. Don't take your value from the things you have or don't have. That's one of the reasons why most successful people are the most simple people in the society. Very simple. For some of them, you really cannot even tell if they are wealthy. Somebody has to tell you. Or you will have to meet them in a certain place to actually know that they are wealthy. Because at the level of serious wealth, you have been detached from things. You see, you use things as instruments, not for status. So everyone who is interested in financial wealth must have a mentor. You should have someone who can look you in the eye and tell you you are not disciplined. Who can tell you you are too lazy. Who can tell you if you go this way, you're going to be poor and I'll disconnect myself from you. So you can sit up. All right. Thank you. We'll discuss again in the next video. And I hope you are subscribed to the channel. If you haven't yet, do it today. Thank you.